Hello, welcome to another real-time composing. Now, today I'm quite excited, Paul Thompson, because I've got a project, an album project to work on where I need to create around about 6 tracks, and the theme is new synthwave. So think Axel F or Fletch on steroids, trailer style. So this will be an interesting look at how I go about, because what I want to be able to do is start composing a track without having to search for sounds. And because I'm going to do this multiple times, I might as well spend an hour now going through and finding the really good sounds that I think are going to fit this project. And then I'll be able to go new from template and all the sounds will load up. So this is going to be an hour of literally indulging myself in 80s sounds. So my template is going to have a piano at the top, because it's always good to just reach for a piano and know it's there. I quite like the grandeur. It's definitely a piano. And I generally use this just as a composing track. So just synth. Anyway, we'll get more inspiration as we go along. I'm going to end up grouping these as we go along into different sections. So let's look for should we go with drums first? Is there anything in there I might use? Not jumping out at me. Let's have a look in Contact. Damage is going to have some cool stuff, as is Gravity. We're going to need probably Mosaic Bass later. Place, Analog Dreams might come in useful. What sort of loops have we got available? So it's probably going to be straights. Stuff like that's going to be handy. Let's just call it Car Chase. What is it? It's a bunch of percussion stuff. Now we might want to narrow this down a bit, actually. So let's see what we find in Kit Designer. Probably going to need to be electronics garbage. That's definitely percussion. Is there a drummer? That would fit? Well, sorry, but synth pop seems a tad obvious. I think it's going to have to be sort of faster stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Right, so we'll leave drummer in there. Now I'm just going to make these folder stacks at the moment. Let's get started. So there's a percussion folder stack to start with. Obviously I'm trying to do this fairly quickly. Now, Arcus is an interesting beast. Not that sort of thing. So thinking Vangelis as well, that sort of... Oh. That's quite nice. Let's try another one. So I'm thinking pads here, obviously. Nice. Go for Arctics. Right. So remember, these are pads I'm looking for, really. Bode stuff. Well, the textures is the obvious place to start. That's actually quite nice. If I'm in the middle of a queue and need something just to fill it out, that could be really useful. Too quiet. Great if we're doing a scene from Aliens. Not really looking for anything vocal. Too quiet. Too stringy. Bit reverby. So it just wash over everything. Bit folky. Vocals again. Boomy. Okay, so we're into vocals then. Just while I'm here. like that. It's just not quite 80s enough. I think that's sort of going to be the problem with this. I think it's just going to be a bit too soft. Nearly passed the audition. That might work like that. Okay. So still thinking Paddy. Let's go for what do we got in Gravity? I think it's going to be tonal. That might work. As might that. Forgot what it was called now. Barren Landscapes. Spelt barren with an A. Never mind. Let's change it. That might work quite well as a sort of riser. That's quite nice. Let's call it a dissonant pad. Okay, let's just grab those. So, synth pads. Now let's look for some basses. This should be fun. I mean, that just sounds brilliant, doesn't it? Let's just put an R at the end of that. Instead of writing out rhythm. I might as well go for the next one. That's cool. Nice. So the other thing I'm going to need is some playable stuff. I mean, we can choose playables from there, but we might also want I don't think I'm going to add that just now. What have we got in contact? Now, I've played quite a few of these. Yep. That was a long way around of doing that, wasn't it? Wow. Hmm. That's always handy to have a sub bass. Okay, let's keep moving. Now, are there any obvious orchestral elements I'm going to need? Let's have a think while I have a sip of coffee. So, I mean, horns are always good, aren't they? Never know when you need them. I might as well have some trumpets ready to go with them. I suppose harp could be handy. What am I doing? I suppose it would be silly and churlish not to put in a bunch of strings, wouldn't it? Because invariably, now whether it's spiccato, staccato, I think I'm just going to leave it to decide later. Or I can do what I'm doing here and just duplicate the track to get the second effect. So and in twos. Two to go. And finally, the booming basses. Right, those are all strings. That's a Glock. That's a harp. Let's make those generic wind. Now the way I tend to arrange this is violins at the top. Oh, untuned percussion. Am I going to stick that in? I might put that in separately into the percussion area. So let's just put that down as the BBC as here. What can I use for orchestra? That'll do. Percussion, synth pad, synth bass, BBTSO. Now, what about some retro sounds? Because I have all sorts of weird stuff lying around. Jupiter 8s. Yep, quite like that. Let's find another. So this is Spitfire's Martin Ware's No Illegal Connections. We've got the Jupiter 8. That wow bass might be worth putting in. But it needs to go in there. Go in. There we go. Next. Maybe. That might be useful. Pop glass. That's also going to be useful. Don't forget about logic sounds, especially if it's not, I don't want to say terrible. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily pick orchestral stuff from the logic sounds, but when it comes to synths, that's a nice pad. Let's get it in there. No, I quite like that actually. Although it is a bit. Right, let's go back to leads. Like it. Don't forget brass, synth brass. With a bit of effect on, that'll sound really cool. That's Vangelis-y. Leave it. Again, with some audio effects, some of these sounds will really come to life. Where do we get to? I guess that's what it was supposed to be used for. All that, I suppose. Who knows? Look, there's loads of synth leads there. Oh no, I'm gonna have to find another synthesizer. Let's put a D in lead, shall we? Okay, there we go. A bunch of stuff ready to compose with. Should we write something to see what it sounds like? Or how I would start putting something together? It's not a great one to start with, is it? Let's see, this is where I'd probably go back to the piano and think, maybe that was the start of a section. I think it's going to need to be quicker though. Yes, of course I meant to change. It's not working for me. Let's ignore that. We're only doing a quick. Which pad are we gonna? We can quantize these. Stick that in halfway. And then you play some. And repeat that ad infinitum. I don't know, something like that maybe. And I managed to crash the whole thing. I think it was doing the repeat, which is a bit annoying. Because that's now thrown things out while it reloads. Okay, well, I think that signals the end of this episode of Real-Time Composing. I am going to save that as a template once everything else has loaded up. But as you can see, the point of this is to spend something like these, I don't know, was it 40-50 minutes? Going through some sounds and picking roughly the ones you probably want to use. Nothing to say you can't go hunting for something as you need it, but as a bed of sounds, That's what I'm aiming to do here, is to save myself some time while I'm going through these 5-6 tracks that I'm going to have to come up with, and have somewhere to start, really. So I don't spend 40 or 50 minutes at the beginning of each piece, because that's going to waste me 5 or 6 hours. Better to do it all in one go now than do it individually each time. I hope you found that interesting and fun. It is worth building up your set of templates. Like and subscribe, always appreciated. See you in the next video. Bye for now.